Okay, we are live. Changing chat over, and let's go ahead and punch some things. Oh, right. Let's make sure to have the phone up for the infographic, or I will forget. Ugh. Sometimes he is such a jerk. Yeah, that was late. That's all. Oh, that's alright. Whoop! Come on, buddy. I had this special 2 down, but, you know, might as well practice. Okay, I was not expecting that heavy counter to miss. Oh, Rintra, why are you the way that you are? Okay. Hmm. It's good practice. Alright, this time let's remember he's Cold Snap immune and get more explicit practice with the Caltrops. Oh, right. Because he takes no damage at all. Oh, that was dumb. Okay, come on. Okay, back him up. Unfortunately, take advantage of the fact that relics are bugged right now. Hey, Sans. Nice, happy to have you here. Funnily enough, this one is actually not going as well as the previous one. Alright, just let him dash a bit. Strikers are wonderful. Ouch. Aha! There we go. Hey, Natch. Frequency, how's it going, guys? Okay. Ah, I should have gotten another heal block. Oh well. Why are we doing this on the last day? Because I'm a busy man, pretty much. There's a lot going on in this game. I play war at a high level, I plan war, I have a full-time job that also has to do with this game. Sometimes I like playing incursions too. There's stuff to do. Come on, buddy, throw it. Okay, get the heal block in, throw this. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Welcome back. Hey, DTX. I might do BGs later if I get through this, but I've heard it's not terribly stable right now, so I'm not really in a rush, honestly. Somehow I haven't tried Kate on this yet. Yeah, no, that was late. Crap, it doesn't look like that got fixed yet. I'm still trying to figure out why the first cold snap was so weak. Oh, this is Power Shield 2.0, right. Right, so dots don't do anything. I always forget that, and I try and use somebody who would be good on regular Power Shield. And this is what I get. Okay, well then I should really be using Fragility. I mean, this is working fine, obviously, but could be better. Hey, NBA. Welcome, Wolf. Nice. Congrats on that, DTX. I need to practice the special 2 again. Well, let's see what we can do on this jerk. Yeah, dang it. Okay, yeah. Her special 2 was not fixed. It's nice that her, It's nice that her heavy apparently was. That means we have another month where I kind of need to learn how to do the heavy. Or the special 2. There we go. That's the triple. Yeah, I understand there, DTX. I really do. I The way I would go is not actually releasing a list. It's more, I wish that our game had, like, persistent identifiers, you know? Like, I wish we had, like, visible player ID numbers. Like, that probably would put it on players to establish blacklists, but then you don't really have the privacy concerns, and it's still possible to follow people, as opposed to when they just change their name, which is not fun. Having been an officer for a long time, trust me, I get it. Hey, Walrus, how's it going? Hey, Cam. How's it going, man? Right, it's not worth using Kate with fragility. Because even though the fragility would spike her damage enough that we'd probably get a really good special too, we would have the problem that it just only has a 50-50 chance of applying in the first place. Oh, this is gonna suck. Prowess helps. She is throwing this while I'm just flat out blocking a lot. That's not fun. Okay, well. Probably actually better for sleep to trigger than for us to eat Hurt Locker, but it is what it is. Permanent title like Legends. I think that kind of falls into the same thing because, like, I'm with you on not really caring about the privacy of people who cheat. But there is, like, on the one hand, there are people who potentially get banned not really understanding what it is they fully did. Like, um nobody accidentally hacks the game to turn off the enemy AI, right? But there are some things that you can potentially do that would get you a ban that are a little bit less obviously beyond the pale. So permanently marking those people might be a little bit weird, but really what it comes down to me, or what it comes down to for me, is that I actually, as much as I really do not like the people who cheat in games, at the end of the day, I do believe in second chances. And some of those people, after getting slapped on the wrist, probably are going to reform and play clean from there on out and be fine. And those people should have some chance of finding alliances. And so, literally putting a black mark on them is maybe not super chill for that. I don't know. It's a tough area because, like, I get it. I know officer duties. I know how annoying it is to not know if somebody is a likely cheater. But I also, as a person, believe in reform. And it's a weird feeling. Hey, Bean. So future Ant-Man. Yeah, basically, his glancing wasn't working. It was occurring. That much is obvious. But it wasn't actually doing anything. um, like most champions, when you get that glancing call out, what's happening under the hood is that sorry, one second. Focusing. What's happening under the hood is that there is basically an invisible 50% weakness. There is a reduction, like a huge reduction to crit chance, so you basically cannot crit. That's the purpose of glancing there. And then there is a 100% like basically a concussion on that frame to turn off offensive abilities. At its core, that's what glancing is supposed to do. Future Ant-Man got hooked up by mistake without any of those riders. So the little glancing text would pop up, and the game would hear the glancing and would give him more armors. But it wasn't doing anything. And the thing is that that's even more confusing to pick up on because one of the primary things he was built for was to work with Path 3 in War, which has its own glancing effect based on number of armor ups, and that one is built correctly because it's older. So it was tough to pick up. But basically because, hey Dane, because glancing is so fundamentally powerful, we can't just throw that back onto his kit and say, cool, he's good to go now, because his data was already looking about where we want it to as far as how tanky he is. So if we add something that turns off offensive abilities, reduces how much damage is coming in, and stops crits, then, like, that's a problem. And so what we're trying out in the beta is specifically giving him a milder form of glancing. It will reduce attack, but not by as much. It will reduce offensive ability accuracy, but not by as much. And we're going to see if that allows him to feel fundamentally the same, actually be better, but not cross the line over into something we would have had to nerf if he worked that way the whole time. So hopefully that makes more sense, Walrus. Because, like, ideally, we just slap these compromise numbers on him and he's good to go. It's possible that it will actually be too much and he will cross over the line into overpowered and excessively tanky, and we will have to change something else. Whether that means the glancing numbers come down even further. I think what's probably more likely is that, like, if he's too strong, then maybe one of his regens would get tweaked a little bit, or the potency of his armor ups would come down. But the goal is for him to be about how he's played for the last 3 months since he's been released, or a little bit better. Because his data looked good. We don't want him to be worse. We just know that if we fix his bug, he's probably going to be excessively good. And so we're basically, all of the fancy stuff we're doing is to try and wind up where his bug is fixed, but he's roughly where he is now. So if you like how he's been playing, you should be happy, because that is our goal. Hopefully that makes more sense. And yeah, frequency. Multiple accounts is definitely a problem with these people. Glancing sounds difficult to code. Difficult enough that a very good designer messed it up here, yeah. It's... on. Come on. Stop trying to go extinction mode on me, you jerk. Should have gotten the heal block up before I threw this. Not in that. Ouch. Cool. Certain parts of the community are calling it a nerf. Yeah, certain parts of the community are definitely reading it wrong. Well, I mean, basically, if I can try and be a little bit generous, the narrative that they're running with is definitely that he was supposed to ship with full glancing, and so you are nerfing what you promised us. And it just doesn't matter to all of those people that he never worked that way. Not in a single playtest, not through his entire tuning passes, not on release, not in the months since his release. He never worked that way. We are not taking anything away. We are just recognizing that it might be dangerous to give what was advertised. Yeah, exactly. Anybody who's been playing Zane should be walking away from this with, wait, he felt like this, and he's gonna get better? Because that's where I'm sitting with my rank 4. Ouch. Well, might as well... Oh, we didn't even get the refresh. That's terrible. Zane is my next rank 5 for sure. Yeah, mine too. Looking like he gets the gem. Yeah. I think he's going to be great. I'm really curious how the beta goes. Because I do think there's a chance it may actually be too much. I'm not worried about where he'll end up landing if it is too much for all the reasons I described. Like, our goals are very clear. But, yeah, I'll be curious. Because we haven't really done something like this before. Power's kicking my butt. Yeah, it's an interesting node set for sure. Mantis. Ah, 250,000 damage before the final hit. What a beast. uh, I legitimately might trade you for Shuri if that were possible and if I thought you would take that. Nah. Yeah, I know, Walrus. That is coming. I I think you'll forgive me for not quite finding the time or will for it in the last 24 hours, all things considered. What a crappy day. No, I get it, man. I don't take it as pushy. It's for sure coming, hopefully this week. It is really nice to be immune to that concussion. Danny Moonstar 1 has me hyped. Nice! I'm glad to hear that. That ended up being a shorter video than I thought it was going to be. There's like a lot to talk about up front, and then nothing. Well, that was rude. Hey, Wolf. Other Wolf. What utility am I looking for from Shuri? Well, part of it is the damage. If y'all haven't noticed yet how much damage post-buff Shuri is capable of putting out quickly, it is impressive. I saw one fight against a war health pool, like on a path fight, where due to various complexities, the person was only keeping like low single digit shocks up for the whole fight, still doing plenty of damage, still like significantly under 2-minute kill. She is really, really good. And on top of that, she has all non contact hits. She has easy access to shocks and good shocks. She has guaranteed critical hits. She can block unblockable special attacks. She is immune to ability accuracy reduction. She doesn't get dexterity as a tech champion. She is stupid strong. Like, to the point where I'm wondering if we're gonna regret something in a year. That's fine. No, I'll catch you later. Hey, Dot. Hope you're doing well. And I don't think I said hi, Mike. How's it going? It's interesting how we have this whole, like, breed of mutants where you actually don't want to power control them. I think it's an interesting trade-off, and I think we'd be paying a lot more attention to it if Nimrod didn't exist. But there are several of them where, like, that's one of tech's core identities, right? Is power control. And we have mutants where it is an actively bad idea to power control them. I don't have the mental fortitude for 2 featured arena grinds this month, but you guys are making it tempting. Yeah, it's gonna be a good month, and then the arena crackdowns on top of it are pretty nice. Yeah, I am talking up Sherry Dot. I'm gonna be really curious just how low the effective cutoff for Adam and Moondragon is gonna end up being. 'Cause I think a lot of people are gonna be really surprised that they now have a 6-star Adam Warlock. This dude will not get knocked into the wall. There we go. Bye-bye. Hey, Paul, how's it going, man? Welcome, cream cheese. I may have to do a featured grind. I don't think I'll ever find time for one again, because honestly, the only way that I'll have time for one is if I'm taking off work. I don't think I'm going to spend that doing a feature grind anytime soon, but it says something that it's even crossed my mind as being significantly easier again. You know how much I love Titania, but my Shuri just ranked a Domino versus 7-star Titania against my oh man. Very cool. One of my alliance mates is hoping to get at him after the bans. He put up a ton of points and missed. I hope he does. I hope he is one of them. I know a fair number are being dropped out of the Adam arena. Just take off work while at work. Might be a little tough. Hey, DLL, what's your feedback on this playtest? Hold on one second. What are we doing again? Yeah, no, I don't think so. It's always such a pleasant surprise when you land a stun against Mantis. Hey, Easy, how's it going? Putting up 7.5 is enough. Yeah, I don't think I've entered an arena in like 3 months, Paul. Did someone say take off time from work for a feature? Hey man, how's it going? I have no idea what I'm doing with tier 5 class catalyst lately. That I can open. That's cool. Sure, I can't wait to dupe Sunspot. Yeah. If I dupe Sunspot, there's a very good chance he's going to rank 2. Because it's like, I know that it's a short-term thing. But, like, Sunspot only really starts to fall off in terms of prestige around rank 4, if I'm remembering correctly. And rank 4 7-stars are going to be a ways away. And then he'll still probably hit hard enough to be decent for a while after that. So I think it's an investment that I'm willing to make. Yeah, Mike, there's also just, the damage. Definitely sounds less tedious and painful than it did a week ago, Walrus. But yeah, it is, it's not a casual endeavor. How's it going, Eduardo? If I had Dragon Man, would I consider taking him to rank 2? I would. Yeah, Dragon Man is an interesting one for sure. Oh, who do I fight in this one again? It's Aegon, Black Bolt, Venompool. That's right, it goes that way. Am I correct? I'm correct. Hoping July 4th saves me from that grind. Yeah, that's kind of the other thing. I'm not the most patient person in the world, but I think that I'm probably patient enough to wait for featured crystals. And even though, like, I won't get 7 stars from them, 6 stars are still going to be plentiful. And that's all that's available in arenas right now anyway, so I will take that. Basic Cassie grind would take like 30 minutes. Yeah, maybe so. Should we double back and say that we're nerfing her mic just to make sure that that cutoff comes down? Do you appreciate that? I was a bit disappointed that I duped him since I had this 6-star rank 4 at first, but he's been putting in work. Yeah, Dragon Man is quite good. I think Campo is soft planning on taking him to rank 2, and I think he's gonna do really solid things. Figure that I already know what the deals are for July 4th. I don't think anything is finalized. I do have some rough ideas, but it's, the way most sales work. If you're willing to spend, you're probably going to feel incentivized to spend. I'm definitely spending something. That's good, Mike. Loving Kate, she's a nuke. Yeah, she is. I've never loved that word, but I feel like she has enough going on and enough reasons to sometimes use her as not a nuke that I don't mind. I'm very happy with how she came out. Wasn't the path supposed to be Black Bolt? Black Bolt next, but I also want to 100% this particular quest. That was more for me going left to right as opposed to something else, if that makes sense. Yeah, Dragon Man does have some really solid synergies. That one with Reed comes to mind. I didn't say I was going to max out the store cream cheese, but yeah, I'm planning to spend. Yeah, Dane, basically it's a mirroring problem because obviously like all of our VFX have to be processed so that they make sense both for the attacker and the defender. Something broke with that. Um, I was actually one of the people that brought it up internally, and I know we have a fix for it, but I guess it somehow got missed that it had already been moved into the build that was going out. I don't know how exactly, but yeah. So we'll be doing a hot fix soon. Ugh, that was dumb. Okay. Come on, Drax. Nice, Vega. That's awesome. Quicksilver was definitely one of her targets. I hate fighting that guy so much. Come on, you big jerk. Throw your special. Oh, you're gonna go unstoppable on me, aren't you? I just know you are. Yep, here we go. That's fine. Yeah, it is visual only, Eduardo. People have tested it enough, the hitboxes remain the same. Aside from Toad, who would I take to rank 5? That depends on how many rank 5s I can take up. Without eating into my 7-star budget. There are a lot of 6 stars that I still love dearly and would happily rank up. Although always hate fighting Quicksilver. Amen, my friend. Okay, 1 second. Checking this line message for That's a nice kill for sure. All right, let's continue. That is very glad to hear. I have not had the pleasure of fighting Quicksilver in Battlegrounds with Kate yet because mine has been unbanned 3 times, and of those 3 times, she has not shown up in my draft picks 2 of them. So, c'est la vie. Zemo is solid versus Quicksilver also. Yeah, I'm sure that's part of Mike's love for him. My Zemo's up to rank 3 at this point. Speaking of another 6-star that I would love to take to rank 5. God, I love Sunspot. See mine too, ignore not. Scrolling up for Vegas. Oof. It's a pretty darn score versus a Nimrod. Oh, there's yours. Very nice. As always, that would be one of the nicest things about having somebody else ranked up, is that I might actually get to use Kate. Maybe not, though. She draws a lot of bans. Me also, Paul. That's definitely one of my priorities on July 4th, is I'm hoping for a significant chunk of efficient 3 to 4 gems. Don't really care about 2 to 3. I've got enough of those and I'll figure out any more just through AQ. But 3 to 4 gems would be nice. Mark. This is very rude. I wouldn't mind those either, Mike. But I want a lot of 3 to 4 gems, too. I got some work to do on my Battlegrounds deck. And I have some rank 3s I want to take to rank 5, not just the rank 4s. Rude. I'm up to rank 4 some really stupid stuff. You're talking to somebody with a rank 4 Venom Pool that kept him off of rank 5 Zane, so yes, please. I would like the room to make some more dumb decisions. Wasn't even a dumb decision. I use Venom Pool all the time in AQ, but you know what I mean. My item use has also noticeably dropped since I took him to rank 4. Turns out that helps. There we go. That one didn't line up as well as the last one. Kabam needs to introduce 3 to 5 gems. I think I'm okay with them staying separated for a bit. But I don't think I'd say no. Hey, Carl, how's it going, man? I don't know if I said hi to Snoops yet. I know I clocked you, but how's it going, man? Welcome, Robert. Have enough to rank 5 Zemo, except I'm short of tier 5 class catalysts. Wow. That is wild. I guess it was bound to happen eventually. I still like Sasquatch, but it's interesting playing him in 2023 and thinking about how things might have been different. Like, I think it's kind of hard for me to imagine that he would release in his current state. Specifically, how short Wrath is on offense. Because it is quite short. Ugh. It's so hard for me to actually wait for the blink on that one. But I'll get better at it. Yeah, I don't know about that, Nick. We'll see. I don't know what's coming with the next progression title. I know that they're working on it, and there's a number of things that they definitely could do. I think his kit's too basic. That's definitely arguable, but I feel like it's close. Like, Cold Snap and Armor Break immunity is instantly interesting. Trading the ruptures for damage, I think, is cool. I like the way the mediums and the lights interact. I like the economy between the special one and the special two, where the special one like lets you hold on to the ruptures and the special two cashes out. I like the ramping protection. I like the power efficiency thing. The regen and the unstoppable are all cool. Like, it feels close. It's just like not quite polished enough, you know? Yeah, we can still release generalists. Whoops. I cannot believe he pulled that. There we go. Does he really shine anywhere in particular without relying on crit RNG? That doesn't really change anything I'm saying, though. We have plenty of champions that work just fine without, like, wowing people in a bunch of places, right? And his special 2 does decent damage even without the crits. Like, I think if you think about how, like, Juggernaut got updated, if Sasquatch had more staggers, if they lasted longer, if they keyed into the rest of his kit more, and I think if he had some way to pause Wrath, like, I don't think anybody would be worried about what if the first special 2 doesn't kill. If Wrath lasted longer on offense one way or another, and you could more reasonably throw the second. To me, I think that's his biggest failing. That he has this really cool power efficiency mechanic, and he almost can't use it. Because you, like, throw the one special to, you bait out another special, and then Wrath is gone. And it's not paused during specials, so even if you just barely hold on to it, like, yeah, you get the activation, but it's just... Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Mike. I think he's underrated. I think it's interesting to think about what we would change if he was... If where he is right now was in playtests, what would we change? Because I do think we would change something. Like right here. Yeah, that crit. But imagine it didn't, and I actually, through some reason or another, had time to throw another special too. I wouldn't care. I think that's why he feels so crit reliant, is that there's no follow through. Hey, Omega. Put the Gambit Relic on him. Oh dear. Somewhere Cam just woke up in a cold sweat. Whoops. Should have landed one more hit. That's alright. Dead is dead. Very tempted to end up rank 5ing him just because of how cool the pull is. Oh, the Punisher. Yeah, congrats on the pull. Or on the pull. I cannot differentiate those two words. Completely incapable. One of these days, I will play a explosive personality fight without remembering its explosive personality by hitting their block. But today is not that day. Hey, Ashish. Pulled 7-star War Machine, was playing with him a little, just realized his armor doesn't come back once removed like any other tech champ. See, I know I've said this before. I get slightly triggered by the word intentional. Because, like, I don't think it means what the community thinks it means. If by was it intentional, you mean was that known and okayed as he shipped? Yes. That is working correctly. That is how he's built. If by was it intentional, do you mean were you intentionally making War Machine weaker than these other people by not giving him a way to get his armor back? No, like it's not a slight against him. And I feel like all the time when people, not all the time, but like a large percentage of the time when people ask, "Hey, was this intentional? Was this intended?" What they mean is, was this intentional and intended, and therefore did you mean to have this one consequence that I don't like? And so that word has really started to make me twitch a little bit. Because it's not really a good place to start a conversation. Hey, Manny. Yeah, I think if Sasquatch had Rintra's crit resistance, he would care about a lot fewer things. But it's not like Rintra should have Rintra's crit resistance, so there is that. He means this season, Manny. Like, there are 3 wars left. Finish those. See where you land after the adjustment. When the points from this last war are stricken from the record for everybody, and then one above that. Yeah, Carl, she definitely is. Yeah, Omega, for sure. That was very rude, Gwen. Is there anything in this game more passive than a defender who has just eaten Sunspot Special 2? And that you dearly want to parry so that you can get some of those incinerates back? They always just sit there, man. Maybe so, Snoops, but I do try and control it. But yeah, I just don't think that that word is particularly constructive. Yeah, she can't easy. Yeah, frequency. It's going to be nice to get whatever the rewards are +1. For sure. See, that right there was a pretty good indication. I don't think a combo was going to get us back to Special 2 there. So if they'd had much more health, that would have been interesting. Yeah, that's definitely a bug, Omega. Or more accurately, I understand without looking why that's happening, and that's an imprecise coding choice. I can understand how the designer wound up there, though. Some things work weird. Take care, Vega. Yeah, Manny, exactly. Yeah, it's basically that, Omega. It's looking for the input, not the animation or the actual resolution, is I'm pretty sure what the problem is. Because that's probably related to the same reason that if I don't know about y'all, but I am usually annoyed when Sunspot does the thing where he consumes the incinerates to get perfect block while dexing, which like can be fine because it gives you some incinerates back if you have a lot of them. But if you only have a couple left and you really want that perfect block and that burns up one that you were counting on, it's not fun at all. So fixing one would probably fix the other. And that's been on my list of things to look at for a while. There are 3 mails in my mail inbox. Yeah, that happens periodically. It's been a while since it's happened to me, and trust me, I know it's annoying, but I don't know how that gets hung up. Dumb. Okay, she got me. I usually like to get rid of notifications, but I have the Battlegrounds compensation in my mailbox. Yeah, that makes sense. Side quest is a bit repetitive, but with a low energy requirement, I've been using it to practice Tigra. Yeah, nice. I've definitely been trying to use it to get a bit more familiar with some as well. Probably should have brought in Zemo. Bit late for that now. Oh, sorry about that noise. That was just my shin. I'm gonna regret that later. Yeah, I feel like I've been at 4,000 or 5,000 Elders marks for about 6 months. It's why I don't really care if people are farming wins with them. Like, if you're spending money to use more Elder's Marks than you can grind out from playing Battlegrounds to get points in Battlegrounds, thanks for keeping the game going. I could care less. No, I never, ever use energy frequency. And I play, like, as much as I feel like I can. You just get a lot of Elder's Marks if you're in a decently active alliance. Yeah, I get that, Snoops. It happens. I think the thing that throws me off about Kate's Special 2 the most is that the perfect release is the second hit, not the third. Which, like, I built, but whatever. It is what it is. Should you be proud? If it's something that you're proud of. I've maybe spent a bit more than I'm explicitly proud of on this game, but I'm not ashamed for having spent. But yeah, if you're proud of your account and you've gotten there without spending money and you feel like that's important because that money needs to go to other things, then, like, yeah, absolutely be proud. I think for me it comes down to Brian Grant's learning Kate next door. That's cool. For me, it comes down to, are you proud of not spending money because you think that not spending money is inherently virtuous? Because if so, eh. Are you proud of yourself for showing restraint and using hard work? Then cool. Yes, I am right there with you with two thumbs up, right? I think it's all about framing on that personally. Yeah, and I agree. I agree, Omega. I am proud of where my account is, given how much I have spent and how much I have not spent. I am proud of that. I feel like I have been efficient and deliberate with my resources, and I like my roster. I think that is perfectly fair. Okay, so there's not much more there. We can get a little bit more if we 100% level 3, but I'm not sure I care to do that for 4,000 shards. Because that is 20 more paths. I'm not even sure I care to do 4 more paths for this. It's not really that much. Anywho, let's open some stuff, and then I'll think about it. uh, I didn't animate her, Snoops. I'm allowed to get occasionally thrown off by some mismatches between those two things. I think Kate is extremely well animated, I should say. I just when we were discussing like how her specials would go, I wasn't really thinking about the cognitive dissonance between perfect release first or perfect release second hit and perfect release third hit. We did intentionally switch it up from Hawkeye, but I wasn't really thinking about that as a challenge. Force gets like 4 of the milestones. It's funny. Alright, let's see what we got. Interesting, Omega. I was like that for a while, Manny. Just could not get some of the relics. Cool. Continuing to throw shards away. It could be worse, but like, please give me Viv so I can cash out. Thor relic won't leave me alone. I think I pulled more four-star Thor relics than anything else. It has been rather relentless. I guess we should open this. It's not like it matters. Already had one of those. Cool. Cool. What am I looking at? Oh yeah. Do I have any relics with arrows on them? I actually do. Okay, let's think about this. What do I need to take this one up? Tier 2 Cosmic. I'll keep an eye out for that. Not really excited about either of those. This one would be kind of nice, but I'm missing something for that. Yeah, Tier 1 Cosmic. That's fine. It's not like it's benefiting Galen much anyway. That's just there for the striker. Yeah, I think I'm good. Actually, this one I probably want to go ahead and level up. Let's do that. I'm not really interested, Manny. I may eventually, but I just, yeah, not on my radar. Yeah, the relic release pattern is 3 every 2 months. But I think the next one is getting bumped out a little bit. I can definitely understand it being a little confusing. Cool, maxed out for Titania. That is a nice boon. And it is midnight, so I think I'm going to go ahead and call the stream. No Battlegrounds tonight. Maybe tomorrow. See when I get up. Where on earth did I get a dupe 6-star Switch? From the 7-star launch event, Snoops. It gave you 2 6-star relics if you spent enough units. And both of mine were Switch, who I don't really care about, and I'm putting on a suboptimal target. I'm a little annoyed about it, in case you can't tell. Really would have liked, I don't know, just 2 different 6-star relics. Thor would have been ideal, Valkyrie, Black Panther. Iron Fist would have been a dream. I know people who did get 6-star Iron Fist. Whatever. It is what it is. Long term, there will be more. I like Simsup being so niche. Me too. I just already have him duped and I badly want Viv. That's basically what that comes down to. Yeah, take care, everyone. I'll see you soon, and good luck in the last week of war, everybody. Later.